I'm Sophie here at Positive Choice. I'm one of the lifestyle educators. Today we're going to work on hips and knees, and that means we're going to work a little bit on the strength that we have around the thighs and the legs. So a very strengthening little short sequence today. Remember to always modify your postures as needed, and if something doesn't feel good in your knees or hips, then you can simply skip that exercise. Today we're going to start in what we call Tadasana. This is mountain pose. We'll keep the feet about hip distance apart, a nice wide stand. And even for women, sometimes we want to step the feet even wider, as our pelvis is just a little bit wider than men. We'll bring the hands down the sides, palms facing forward. And if you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. And from here, you can even roll your shoulders back a couple of times. Just to get the chest open, shoulders open. And let's start by focusing on the feet. So start by spreading out your toes really wide, and one at a time you'll put them back down, starting with the pinky toe, finishing with the big toe. So your toes are nice and spread as they land on the floor. And then you can give a little grip onto the mat with your feet so that the inner arches lifts just a little bit. Maybe you start to feel, if your eyes are closed, that you have this gentle sway forward and back. And the muscles on the front side and back sides of your legs are kind of catching you so we don't fall. These are automatic muscles that keeps us balanced. Begin to activate through the front side of your thighs. We're going to lift the kneecaps slightly upwards, but without overstretching the knees. So your knees still have a very soft little bend, but your front side thighs are active so that the kneecap lifts upwards. We'll draw in the lower belly so that your tailbone drops slightly down towards the ground. We don't want to tuck so that the lower back rounds, just a gentle tuck downwards and the lower abdomen engages. Your shoulder blades moves in towards each other and your gaze is straight ahead and your chin is parallel to the ground. Take a full breath in and a full breath out, and feel your feet and your legs rooted, grounded strongly into the earth. Your next breath in, bring your arms up and overhead. Good. And from here we'll interlace the fingers so that the pointer fingers are together. Take another inhale, get a little bit longer. And on your exhale, tilt over towards the right side. Ground down into the left foot. Inhale, come back up to center. And on your exhale, take it to the other side. And ground down into the right foot so that you feel the right side of your body getting nice and long. Inhale, come up to center. And on your exhale, bring your hands down to heart center, bend your knees a lot, and we'll come all the way down into a forward fold with your knees nice and bent. You can let your arms rest here, just let everything hang heavy. If this doesn't feel great to you, you can bring your elbows up on your knees and give yourself a little more space. From here, send your weight over towards the left foot and begin to straighten out the right leg. You'll find a little stretch into the right hamstring, the back side of your thigh. And then release and we'll switch side. And we'll just go side to side here a couple times, finding a dynamic stretch into the back sides of your thighs. Maybe your head and your upper body kind of sways with the movement. Loosening up the spine and the lower back. And next time you're back to center, keep your knees bent and slowly begin to uncurl your spine one vertebrae at a time until you're all the way up to stand. Roll your shoulders down and back. If you have a block, go ahead and grab it and we'll use it in between your legs. If you do not have a block, that's fine. You can totally make this exercise without anything. We'll bring the block in between your thighs so you have something to squeeze onto. And we'll bring the feet back out hip distance apart, but not wider than you can still keep the block in between the legs. Begin to shift your weight backwards towards your heels. And on your next breath in, we'll sit the hips backwards as we lift the arms up and forward. Good, and now we should start to feel that the front sides of the thighs are active, holding this position. This is chair pose. At the same time, begin to squeeze that block in between your legs. We're activating the inner thighs and the outer sides of your glutes. Take a full breath in. And on your exhale, exhale, stand up, straighten out your hips and send your arms backwards for a little back bend. Inhale, sit down, reach your arms up. And exhale, stand up and reach your arms back. Activate the muscles between your shoulders. Inhale, sit down. Squeeze the blocks. And on your exhale, you got an add-on here. We'll stand up. And you can press all the way up on your toes, activating the muscles of your lower legs. Inhale, sit down, drop your heels, send your weight back into the heels. And exhale, stand up, come up on your toes. We'll do this one more time. Sit all the way down into that chair pose, making sure your knees and your toes are in the same direction. And exhale, stand up, come up on your toes. Maybe hold it for an inhale. And on your exhale, good. We'll remove the block. As we are going to be doing a little bit of balancing, you're welcome to find a chair or wall in front of you, something that can help you stay stable. If you feel fine with balance, just go without it. We're going to balance on the left foot here first. We'll bring the knees together and lift the right foot up behind you. Send your right hand to the back and then capture the foot. From here, bring your legs into touch, your knees pointing straight towards the ground. And then pull onto that foot. Tuck your tailbone slightly and you should feel a really good stretch on the front side of your thigh. Nice full breath in. And nice full breath out. And if you feel balanced, you're welcome to release that left hand. Start to feel how the left leg is strengthening up. And all the muscles on the front side and the back side of your leg is helping you stay balanced. Take one more breath in. And on your exhale, release the foot. Bring both of your hands down to the chair and then step the right foot all the way to the back. So we're in a high lunge. Come all the way up on the tippy toes of the right foot behind you. And straighten out the back leg. You should feel that front side of your thigh being strong and active. And we'll sink nice and deep into the left leg. You may find that you have to get the toes a little further forward so we can stack the knee right at the top of the heel. If you feel balanced here, you can lift your arms up. If not, just keep your hands on the chair. Take a full breath in, drop your tailbone slightly, and on your exhale, bring your hands down to heart center, hollow the back knee right over the floor. Inhale, come back up, straighten out the back leg, but keep the front leg bent. And exhale, bend the back knee and hover. Inhale, come up. And exhale, come down. We'll stay here for just a second. But as we stay right here, tuck your tailbone downwards and forward. Find the strength of both of your legs just for another second, and we'll drop the back knee to the ground. You can untuck the back toes and bring your hands to your hips. Take a breath in and stack your hips right on top of the right knee. And on your exhale, you can sink a little deeper into it. If the front knee starts to fall over the toes, then continue walking that foot forward. We'll find a good stretch here into the front side of the hip, or hip flexor. Just a couple of breaths. If the back knee is uncomfortable, you can always fold up the side of the mat and put the knee on top. A little more support. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Bring your hands up on the chair, tuck the toes behind you, and we'll press back up into the high lunge. Good. From here, slide the front foot a little bit closer and drop the back heel. We'll straighten out both of the legs, and your hips are still squared forward. So the right toes are pointing a little bit forward and a little bit upwards in the ankle. Take a breath in and find length in your spine. And on your exhale, begin to lean forward until your upper body is down about parallel to the ground. You can relax the arms on the chair. If you're not using a chair or a wall, you can keep your hands on the hips. We'll find strength into the front thigh with a soft bend in the front knee so we don't overstretch. And as we find strength into the front side of the thigh, the back side of the thigh is going to relax, so maybe you can get a little deeper into that hamstring stretch. Slow deep breath. Your next breath in, slowly lift your chest up. And on your exhale, step forward. We'll switch sides. Right hand goes to the chair. We'll balance on the right foot. Lift the left heel and bring your knees into touch. Send your hand back to capture the outer edge of the foot. Your knees pointing straight down towards the ground. Slightly tuck the tailbone. And activate the lower abdomen. Feel that stretch on the front side of the thigh. If you're feeling balanced, just release the chair, hold on to your hip. Start to feel how the right leg has to stabilize to keep us balanced. Hold it for another inhale. And on your exhale, release and slowly step that foot all the way to the back into that high lunge. Come up on the tippy toes on the back foot, straightening out the back leg, make it nice and strong, and then sink deep into the lunge on the front. Make sure that the knee and second toe are in a straight line. And if you feel balanced, hands comes up. Full breath in, lift up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone in and under, bend the back knee, hover right over the mat. 2 more like that. Inhale, come on. And exhale, bend. 1 more time. Inhale, reach nice and slow. And exhale, hover, hold. Continue to drop your tailbone towards the earth and you'll feel the stretch on the front side of the hip. Take another inhale and exhale, release the knee. Untuck the toes. Send your hips back and over that left knee. Take a full breath in. And on your exhale, let your hips sink down until you feel a good stretch on the front side of the hip. It doesn't have to be painful, just to the point where you feel it. If the front knee falls forward, you slide the front foot a little further ahead. Full breath in. Maybe a little deeper as you exhale. Let's bring the hands back to the chair. Tuck the back toes under. With the strength of the back leg, we press that back knee off the ground and then step just about 1 foot length forward. We'll keep both legs straight and your hips are still squared towards the front edge of the mat. Your toes on the back foot is pointing slightly outwards and then forward. Take a full breath in. And on your exhale, lean down and forward. Again, if you're using a chair, stay right here. Or, if you're not using a chair, bring your hands to your hips. And then lean forward. Try to make sure the spine is nice and straight. Front leg is active on the front side as the back side gets long and stretches. 2 more. And on your exhale, we step forward. Good. If you have a chair or wall in front of you, bring your hands to about hip height, and we'll step backwards. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, begin to lean down and forward. And we'll find kind of an L shape, where there's a 90-degree bend in your hips. You feel a good stretch on the back sides of your thighs. And also your shoulders and chest is open. And relax your head and neck. On your next breath in, slowly come back up. And we'll step back towards the front of the mat. To finish up, we'll do 1 more of these chair pose exercise with the block. So bring the block back in between your legs. We're going to add a little bit of a twist to it. Now I want you to make sure that whatever movement we do with the upper body, that your leg position is not changing. So your hips, your knees, and your toes are always in the same direction. On your next breath in, begin to reach your hands forward and sit back down into the chair. We should be able to see all 10 toes in front of the knees. So that's how much you're moving your weight backwards. Maybe even wriggle the toes. Now take a full inhale. And on your exhale, sweep your right hand towards the back with no movements in your hips and legs. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, come to center. We're almost done, guys. Exhale, sweep the left hand to the back. Make sure that the left hip doesn't follow backwards, but it stays squared straight ahead. Inhale, come to center. Do 1 more time each side. Exhale to the right. Maybe you can sit a little deeper. Challenge yourself. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, left hand back. Inhale, come to center. And exhale, come up, that's it. Remove the block, shake it up. And we'll finish in Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet hip distance apart. Hands down to the sides. Shoulders down and back. Stand up nice and tall. Once again, spread out your toes, grab onto the mat. It's like you're setting roots down through your feet into the earth. Activating your thighs so that your kneecap slightly lifts. Tailbone drops ever so slightly as your lower abdomen pulls in. Shoulder blades into one another. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Chin parallel to the ground. A nice and strong, firm position, like a mountain that cannot move anywhere, even if we try to push it. Full breath in. And full breath out. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Bow your head towards your hands. Thank you guys for joining me in this leg strengthening exercise. Namaste.